Hello, and welcome to another amazing, stupendous, spectacular, how many other adjectives can I get in there? Episode of the Idol Music. Just keep going. How many Spider-Man adjectives can I get in there? The amazing, spectacular, flying, web-slinging,
Stupendous.
stupendous, ultimate episode of Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind podcast. Coming to you straight from the middle of, I guess, the internet or something. And last episode, we verified that
What's
we are,
the
in
internet?
fact, we're,
the interwebs.
yeah.
Oh, interwebs. Got it.
Insert that clip from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back where he's like, "Where the fuck is the internet?" Right? Like, it's a place where people watch porn and bitch about movies. That's what it is.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, Richard. Cover your ears, earmuffs,
Okay.
earmuffs.
It's okay. Disney has taken over my mind. Sorry.
Okay. Nothing will be rated PG-13 ever again in my life.
Ever.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. If you are watching us, thank you for joining us over at Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, or even Spotify. That's where you can watch us if you guys would like to watch. Feel free to join us over there. It's at Idle Nerd Musings, so facebook.com/Idle Nerd Musings, or at Twitter at the little @ with Idle Nerd Musings. You can find us over there or on YouTube at Idle Nerd Musings. You can watch us there if you're not watching us. And if you're listening to the audio version of this, thank you for listening over at Spotify or wherever you jam in that audio into your ear tubes. Where thank you for joining us on all platforms. We have our own platforms, we have our own soapboxes, but we like to bring as many people on above with us. My name is Matt Reifschneider, and I'm one of your three lovely co-hosts tonight here on Idle Musings. And of course, I have above me, because now I'm below again, I've got the wonderful
Stephanie.
You almost sound like intro
Sing it.
of an
Sing
80s
it.
sitcom, like Stephanie. That's like, a Blossom sitcom. I just invoked the sitcom Blossom, which I'm pretty sure only like 1% of the population remembers. And then, of course, over here on the other side of me, I've got the indomitable
Richard Williams. Hello. Let's get it going.
Bow, 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 bow.
I just noticed last episode that you actually don't have your name below you. It's just your handles for online.
No. Okay.
It was like you were like,
I never noticed that.
I didn't either. Oh my god. They're like, who is he? Storm 7874. His name is Storm.
His name is Storm. Random number.
Like,
right. No, I was laughing because I was like, I guess I was rewatching the video and I'm like, I guess Richard doesn't exist outside of the internet. He only exists on the interwebs, as you so elegantly say.
That's it.
That's it. I'm actually a digital representation of a person.
Here we go. I would say Max Headroom, but I don't know, confuse people. That's a long
coming back. Did you hear that?
No, come on.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw an article saying that Matt Fuhrer, who played Max Headroom, is like coming back to revitalize the character of some sort, which almost makes sense. His character might be more prevalent now than it ever was. So
yes, absolutely. I can't believe they had a show about that.
I know.
That's so crazy. Anyway,
and
yay.
If memory serves right, either the directors or the writers of the Max Headroom show are the ones that did the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is why that movie's fucking bonkers and off the rails.
Wow.
I'll have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that that's it. So
they got what they paid for. I'm done.
It's just Dennis Hopper yelling about monkeys, and you're like, yeah, that's actually exactly what I wanted.
With a lizard tongue. I'm like, really? Is this happening? Okay, sure. You got what you paid for.
What a weird fucking movie. We'll have to talk about Super Mario Brothers one of these days.
Yes, please.
Let's get this.
Mario.
It's
Oh,
quit
no?
doing that
Oh.
Chris Pratt impersonation. So on a side note, the new Honest trailer for Jurassic Park Dominion dropped today as we're recording this.
Oh my goodness.
The amount of fun they make fun of Chris Pratt is so funny.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Nonetheless, why don't we get rolling as we do with all of our episodes, because Idle Musings of a Nerd Mind is the kind of podcast that fluctuates kind of like a stream of consciousness as you join the conversation. Why don't we start off with what you guys have been watching, doing this week in preparation for this episode? So this time I'm going to start with Stephanie, because last time I started with Richard. Whoops, wrong side.
Thank you.
No.
What did we do? We saw Bodies. It was good. I don't know.
It's all fun and games until
right.
What's his name comes in. What the hell's his name? David Pete Davidson. That's it. I don't even know that.
Like,
have to support my fellow Staten Islander. It was good. I guess for me, I just kind of wish it was more of a slasher. Wish there was a little more violence. But it was good. It was funny. It was good. It was funny. It was interesting social commentary, but it was fine. But the big thing I obviously need to talk about is Westworld season finale.
Bring it.
How can I describe it? Everything comes full circle, and if they decided not to renew it, it's a fine ending. But it's funny because when Matt and I talk about the Marvel universe or whatever, he's like, sometimes deaths are inconsequential because there's so many universes now. Like, it doesn't matter. And I couldn't help but think that to myself with the last 2 episodes of Westworld. It's like, it doesn't matter if anybody dies because they exist in somewhere, or they could just be brought back as another host. So when it ended, it literally ended where it began, the show. And so it's like, oh, we're back here again for the 4th season.
Okay.
I don't know.
So let me prod you with this question then. I've only sporadically caught pieces of the Westworld TV show. I've only seen the original 70s movie, but is the idea of this like endless life, like these people that keep getting brought back, and almost the existential dread that it causes some of the characters that I've seen on the show, is it less about the characters and more about the themes, about maybe the value of life? Would you say that that's something that the show is aiming for?
I mean, totally.
Because it like cycles, right? It ended where it began. Like, is that kind of the idea? Is like the cycle?
Totally. I mean, I think the show is greater than the characters with themes.
Oh wow.
Even so, though, like,
you
kind of fucking know the theme, so here we go again. I don't know. It's just weird. I think it would have been a fine ending, and I love this show, but I was not, I guess, as excited as I wanted to be for the thought of them starting all over again.
Well, that's not great.
That's interesting.
I don't know. It's just, again, that thing just popped into my head. It's like, okay, how many times can my favorite character die? And it doesn't mean anything. And if it doesn't mean anything, why does it have to happen?
Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's really interesting. So, and because this is the season finale, and because Westworld is HBO, and do you want, or would you, yell at Big Bad Daddy WB Discovery if they canceled Westworld, or do you want another season?
I would be very mad at Big Daddy if he canceled it. I mean, there's so many other shitty shows you can cancel. Just because I'm not necessarily as excited as I have been doesn't mean that I'm not excited at the prospect of where they could go. Because again, they just started brand new, so they can totally go in a different direction, which they obviously will do.
Right.
Because the show's just amazing. It's honestly a piece of fucking art, and I wish I could go into more detail, but I don't want to like spoil shit.
Yeah.
But it's again, it's beyond characters. The themes in it are amazing to me. It's my type of shit.
Okay.
It's my type
I love
of shit.
that. I love it.
So
it's kind of like Game of Thrones, where it's just like when you say Game of Thrones, then it's like I'm in type of thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Were you happy with the ending or no?
Like I said, if they don't renew it, I would be happy with that ending, because it wasn't a bad ending. They failed, and now they have a chance to start anew, which is profound within itself. But we won't get into that. But I would totally be happy, and that's why I'm curious to see what they would do with another season. I'm not mad at it. But but yeah, like I said, I guess my whole thing is, I don't know, it's literally 4 seasons of the same characters. Bring somebody
but in different ways, in different situations, in different ways, right?
Yes and no. I think this season was different because they kind of went out of character norms, specifically for one person, which of course I can't fucking remember her name. But she was always, in all the other seasons, she was just like a garbage character. In this season, she was like a fucking badass.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but they did that, and I maybe if they do keep doing that, they have to give me some spice in my life. I need spice. I really need a little sazon. I need something. I think the best part of this season was the 3rd episode with that huge twist. I don't know how.
Wow.
And to be honest, like, you couldn't top that.
Okay.
You couldn't top that in the season finale. There was no way you could have ended it. Like, to me, that revelation could have been the season finale. And that would have been like, oh shit,
Right.
So, but they did in the 3rd episode. So how the fuck do you top that? You can't.
Yeah.
Right. True. True.
Yeah, that's an interesting problem to have as you peak too early in the season, right? That's not often how seasons work. So
true, very true. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. Anything else, Steph, that you wanted to mention this week? Westworld's a big one, so
yeah. I mean, I highly recommend that show. You guys need to watch it.
Yeah. Don't cancel it, Big Bad Daddy WB Discovery. Don't cancel it.
Daddy.
Oh my god! What? I was just gonna say, what's the safe word? What's the safe
word? Rosebud. Right. It's Rosebud. Safe word is Rosebud.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't cancel it.
All right, Richard. What did you do this week?
Okay. Just saw the new place I'm living, and I can have a puppy again. I'm really excited. Backyard. I'm living with 2 beautiful ladies. They don't know how to barbecue. I don't know how that came up. They're just like, oh, we can use a gas grill. I'm like, do you have one? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I have a charcoal one, and it's also a smoker. And they're like, oh my God,
Oh my God, can you smoke me from some salmon?
Yes. I
Oh
mean,
my
it
fuck
just
yeah.
get me the wood. I can do it.
I'll get you
The
the
two
fucking wood and the fish and whatever the fuck else you need.
Yeah.
bring it. Bring
I
it.
like
I
how
have
serious
it.
like she got. Like it was just like, can you
Yes.
fucking smoke me some salmon? Like it suddenly became an interrogation. It was like,
Yes. Come on. Yes,
sure.
absolutely.
I'm
Come
in.
on. The two things my dad taught me that most people are like, oh, let's just get a gas grill. My
Mhm.
dad's like, charcoal.
Yeah.
Charcoal, always. And the second thing, you are driving stick. You're learning on stick first, and then
Mm.
you can drive automatic. Uh, I love my dad. Anyway, Dad, love you. He's recovering from surgery. I love you so much. You'll get
Good.
there. He'll probably roll his eyes at me next time I call him on Sunday and be like, "What the hell, Richard? Seriously, bringing our stuff on air? What are you doing there, kid?" The things I'm loving. So, new place to live. College starts next Monday. Super excited about that. One of my
Yay.
classes is world mythology, which is, I guess, an anthropology course. So we get to know people's religion and their beliefs around the world, which is super important because I'm going into human services to be a certified counselor. So
Yeah.
it's very important to know where people come from, how they think, and what they.
Definitely.
So I'm excited to do that, and I have another class. So anyway, let's see. Um, yeah, I've been. Oh gosh, I don't have it with me, but I've been watching like Brotherhood of the Wolf. Are y'all familiar with
Oh
that?
yeah. Christophe Gans, the French one.
Yeah, yeah. I originally saw it in the theater. Like when it actually came out in the theater, I saw it, and I have the copy where it's dubbed English.
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings.
It as it should.
Don't don't watch it like that because
Don't
I
ever
had
watch anything dubbed.
I had to turn it off. I had to
That's
turn it off, and I was so angry. I'm like, this is so horrible.
yeah. Yeah,
Matt and
it
I
It's
once
yeah.
got a movie and it was like some vampire movie and it seemed really good and it looked really good, but the
Uh,
fucking awful voiceovers was it
it
just
was
couldn't even
bad.
watch it. It was unwatchable.
Yeah, and I'm over it. I tried again because I own it, and I'm like, "Ugh, no, we are going back to French. I understand some French. My ex-husband's French, like from France, France, not Canada, France, not a Quebecois,
yeah,
not a
no offense to those
Quebecois.
French Canadians out there, but you ain't real
No, no,
French.
they know they love the real French. They're trying to court them to come into Quebec and what have you, Montreal. So did that kind of like wow, this dubbing is horrible, and I'm like boom, speak French. I will read your subtitles, good sir.
Damn right.
So
So it was on the same disc. You had
yeah.
both options. Okay, good.
Yeah, and it was actually disc, not Blu-ray. And I'm like,
Oh, like DVD.
whoa, or DVD. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, DVD. I'm like, you're ahead of your time. Stop it. So it was fun. Anyway, I do things like that. So day shift. We're about to talk about it. Kind of loved it. Buddy cop film. Awesome. And
It was a
what
great movie.
else? It was so cute. We're gonna talk about Sandman. So
Okay.
Do it. Do
Well,
it.
I've
Yeah, if
watched
you
it
want to
3
just
times in a row.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ, Richard.
I It's that good. I can't believe like how close it is to what I can't believe because Neil Gaiman was a part of it from beginning to end. Who wrote
Yeah.
Sandman? They just didn't involve some of the different DC characters,
Yeah.
um, which is fine. It would have confused people, so it's just like, yeah, let's not go into Swamp Thing. Let's not go into the House of Mystery and the House of Secrets. Let's not do all that. But it was touched upon, and I really like that. So, anyway, that's what I've been doing, trying to move. And if I have a different environment next time,
So what is it about?
what Sandman or
Yeah.
so Sandman is basically about these amateur kind of good magicians were trying to trap death, and they ended up trapping dream, dream nightmare, and oh my god, it's anyway, it's insane. Well, we're gonna talk about it at one point, but that he infused certain like 3 things with his power, and he gets them taken away from him. And so a part of it is him trying to collect them back because his power is infused in these 3 things. But this is the closest thing I've ever seen to the graphic novel or the comic book. Wow, Neil Gaiman was like, no, my fans are going to do this. So it's good and bad. You can watch it and be like, what the hell is going on? But the people who are fans who've read this, he goes, I'm making this for you unapologetically, not trying to, I guess pander to everybody. He goes, this is for you. And the amount of time, because everybody was trying to make it a movie, trying to make it a TV
Yeah.
series, and it didn't happen. And it finally happened with him on board. Some people are bitching about the changes, but guess what? He made those changes. So are you going to be mad at the creator
Yeah.
for making changes to um, make it up to date? Because this all took place in the 80s when he wrote
Yeah.
it. So anyway, I'm done. That's what I've been doing.
I was gonna say, like, I've heard a lot of mixed things about the show. I mean, it's getting a lot of watches, is my understanding. It's like #1 in like 80 countries or 100 countries or something on Netflix. But
Everybody
like,
has read this, like this, the graphic novels. It's gorgeous, and what they did visually, and you read the graphic novels, it's gorgeous, and they did it, and because he was there, he was a part of it, and you get this spinoff of 2 awesome characters of death. She has like her own comic book in Lucifer, which is, Lucifer the TV series, where he's just like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I need a vacation. And he goes to Earth, and people who've seen Lucifer the TV series, they know what's up. They know what's going on, and people were pissed about that because I can never remember her name. Brianna Tarth from Game of Thrones. You know who I'm talking about? The
I've
very
never seen Game of Thrones.
tall. Oh, okay, never mind. She's Lucifer, but Lucifer, everyone's like, oh, Lucifer is a man. It's like Lucifer is androgynous,
Yeah, right.
and he's supposed to look. He's the most beautiful angel in heaven that got ahead of himself, and God's like, guess what? I got a place for you. We should call it hell,
Pooch, yeah, pooch your ass down. That's funny.
So anyway, I don't want to go too much into it, but I
Well,
will. So anyway,
see, but what's interesting is I keep hearing that they're like, fans of the. I mean, everyone's gonna bitch about the little things or whatever, and I kept kind of hearing people bitch about like tiny things. Oh, they changed this or that, whatever. I
It's
don't
so
care, whatever.
small.
It's an adaptation. But
Yeah.
what makes me nervous, and the reason I've been really hesitant to even start it, is kind of what you just reaffirmed, and that is like it's for the fans. I've never read it. I've never things. And so like a part of me is hesitant to jump into it because of that. Because like
Mhm.
I don't want to jump into something that like I then have to do homework on. Like, I mean, I always do homework on shit, but like if I have to, if for me to understand it, if I have to do 10 other things, like is that really worth my time then? Or is that just gonna be
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if anyone can get this, it's you two. So, like, what's going on and what have
okay?
you? And I guess I kind of do it the opposite way, or think about it. It's like, watch it. And if you want to learn more, then go get the graphic novels.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do that. Um, but I think YouTube would get it.
Mhm.
Some people have been calling it elitist. They're just like, oh, so you had to read the comic book and this, that, and the other. I'm like, a lot of people have been waiting for this for a very long
Yeah.
time. And this is his love letter to them saying, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And people are going to get it. They did some gender swapping, race swapping, but he was there from the beginning to the end. So, are you going to hate on him, the creator,
Mhm.
about it? Because it's not like the '80s comic book. He modernized it. He updated it. I have no hate. I have
Yeah.
nothing but love. Please come on Blu-ray, because I will be there and I will watch it 100 times on Blu-ray. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it's
How many
gorgeous.
episodes is it?
It's oh shit. I think it's 9, 10,
Nine.
9 or 10
Okay.
episodes. So yeah. I don't even kind of remember. It just all flows
I was gonna say when
so
you've watched
well.
it 3 times in a row in one binge
It
watch,
just
like
flows. It
it's one
flows.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
10-hour fucking thing.
it's
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah, and 2 arcs. So there's like 2 arcs that I know you two will love. It's
Hmm.
so good, but it is rich in lore, but you don't have to know all that. I mean, they cut
Okay.
out all the Swamp Thing stuff and John Constantine a little bit. They kind of changed it a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. You would love it.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And I'm just looking at my email right now. We've already gotten a cease and desist letter from Netflix for you calling for them to release it on Blu-ray because they're never going to do it, and now they're yelling at us for even calling for it. So,
Hey, I got every season of Castlevania
Every
on
season.
Blu-ray,
Yeah.
1 through 4. 1 through 4. I'm just saying, you're welcome. And 4 came
I
out recently this year.
I was gonna
They're
say
gonna do
that
it. They're doing
I
it.
know Castlevania was exclusive to Netflix, but I don't think it was a Netflix original. But I believe Sandman is, right?
Uh, it's a
The
Netflix
Netflix,
original.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay,
So,
because I was like, yeah, there's like some of them because I'm still sitting over here twiddling my thumbs waiting for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2, Sword of Destiny on Blu-ray. But let's be honest, I'm just gonna have to import it
oh,
from Hong Kong. So you know,
what haven't you? What's going on here?
because it's a
I know he's
3D
slacking, isn't
Blu-ray.
he?
I know.
Get
This
on
guy.
it.
Over the
Do it.
last year, importing movies from other places has skyrocketed in price. Like the cost of shipping is outlandish now. I used to
No, I
import
know
shit
that.
all the time, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I have to pay like $40 to import one movie. I'm like, Jesus.
Just 40,
So,
not the movie. What's the cost of
not
the
the movie,
movie
the
again?
cost of the movie. Yeah. So if the movie's like another $20 on top of it, yeah, you're like $60 for this movie. I'm like, I don't know. So I know I'm
Oh.
slacking. I'm slacking, but
No, you're good.
Slacker.
You're good. I had to do it with the Agents of Shield season 4 and 5. I had
yeah.
to get it in Europe. They don't have it here. And I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Season 4 with Ghost Rider? You don't have it? You don't have Ghost Rider here in America?
You get
Anyway,
so mad your head just erupts into flames.
all right,
Is that
it's like this. I am Ghost Rider now. But anyway, yeah, I was like, wow. I mean, anyway, it's great. It's a great series. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., bring them back, bring back certain characters. Let's do it, Marvel.
Let's do
Anyway,
it.
Let's do it.
done.
Well,
Keep going.
Well, I will definitely be checking out Sandman eventually. It's on my list.
Good.
I just haven't gotten around to it. But speaking of Netflix, I did want to talk a little bit about Day Shift because that was probably one of my favorite watches of the week. I did get
That
to
was
watch.
fun.
I'm
was
still
so
doing my
fun.
Stanley Kubrick marathon thing, so I just got done watching The Killing, which was actually a pretty good movie. I did thoroughly enjoy it. So the new Criterion,
Very cool.
brilliant stuff. But Day Shift was really interesting because I feel like, and if we got a cease and desist letter from Netflix before, you just wait till what I have to say now. But I feel like Netflix has been lately really grabbing these very, very generic, watered down, like specifically action movies. Like they used to
Okay.
grab some really interesting stuff, and they occasionally do. We talked about Carter last week. Carter was an interesting action movie, just for the audacity of what it does as an action film. But like for the most part, a lot of their stuff has been watered down. Even like The Gray Man was unmemorable, and
I didn't watch it yet. Yeah.
You're not
you know
missing
what?
anything.
Quite frankly, you probably did and just don't remember it. So.
Right.
That's a valid
You
point.
you're like, did I watch it? That's one of those movies. And
Okay.
same with the Man from Toronto with
I haven't seen
Woody
that.
Harrelson and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also pretty fucking generic and very unmemorable. And
Oh,
so
God.
I guess like lately they've been on kind of a binge where I haven't been catching. Occasionally they'll grab some foreign stuff that's interesting, but for the most part, a lot of their big blockbuster, I'll put that in quotes because it's not actually a blockbuster if it doesn't get released in theaters. But
Right.
so here comes Day Shift, and I'm like, okay, like it's a fun idea, you know. Jamie Foxx is a vampire hunter living in LA, and he essentially gets put on a blacklist like by a bunch of vampires, and they're going to hunt him down, and he has to rejoin the union, which there was a lot of good jokes about unions in there.
Oh my god!
Right.
You know,
The music
did love-
and Snoop Dogg. Music and Snoop Dogg in this movie. I'm just saying. I'm done.
yeah, the music was good. I
What
mostly
did
watched
Snoop
this.
Dogg say when he popped up? He was like, "That's one of the perks of joining the union."
No, he was like,
They're living in
welcome to the
LA.
motherfucking union.
Yeah.
is what it- that
Right.
was, welcome to the motherfucking union. So
Oh my
Snoop Dogg
God.
comes in. His role in it is great as Big John.
Oh my God.
The movie, and that's kind of the point I think of Day Shift that I wanted to bring out is that I'm not a huge comedy fan for the most part. Action
Yeah.
comedies are really are pretty hit or miss for me, but I was totally into Day Shift's energy. Like
I
the
was
characters were just
Oh
so
my God.
much fun. Like even when the jokes were flat, like Dave Franco
Yeah.
as the
Oh my
nerdy
God.
like
I
bureaucrat.
don't really like Dave Franco, guys.
Yeah, and his
I'm
character,
not
I
a
was
huge
kind of like,
fan.
yeah, his jokes were fine or whatever. But man, like some of these side characters that are actually in the world building that they did,
Yeah.
the Nazariani brothers, the Nazaria brothers,
Oh
best
my
part
the
about
Russian
the
guys.
movie.
I love
They-
them. I was
yeah. So quite frankly, they were the reason I watched this movie to begin with, because one of them is played by
What?
Scott Adkins. Scott Adkins is my boy. I will watch
Shit.
anything with Scott Adkins
I'm
in
just
it.
saying the
Shameless.
other one was from Reba, and I called it.
You did. You called it while we were watching it. She was like, "Is that the boyfriend from the TV sitcom Reba from the 1990s?" And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"I'm sorry." We looked it up. It
That's
took me like 10 minutes.
awesome.
I couldn't figure it out. She's like, "No, that's him." She looks it up. Yeah, it's absolutely him. He plays the whatever daughter's boyfriend in like 152 episodes of Reba.
Oh my
Something
god, I
Howie,
haven't even
Steve
thought
Howie, or
about
something, whatever
that.
his name was.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
I
god.
was
So the other guy was from Shameless, right? He's the bartender.
Yeah, that's the Reba guy.
Oh really? Oh, so same
Yeah,
person. Okay,
same
I didn't watch
person.
Reba.
yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, no,
I
the
love
other
him.
one is Scott Adkins, and he's a martial artist. He's a British martial artist who was in like the Undisputed series and the Ninja series, and I will watch anything he is. He's been in like 60 movies, and he's been the
Yeah, he's
star of
great.
like 30 of them, and incredible stuff. His presence on screen, so I'll watch anything he's in. But I'm sorry, like when they first kind of show up and they're saying bro and they're on the Russian accents and stuff,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
the scene where Scott Adkins spits his gum into his brother's mouth, like I died. I was like gonna cry on the floor laughing because that was such a funny scene to me. But
Oh my
and then
god.
the action was really good, and that's
It
where
was
most action
really
comedies
good.
falter, is that action comedies
Was
will
it
focus on
really
the
good
comedy.
because a stuntman directed it?
There, I was about to bring that up. Yes. Yes.
You're absolutely fucking right, Steph. It is because J.J. Perry is part of 8711, who they are the very famous stunt team. Who their two leaders, their two main guys are Chad Stahelski and David Litch, and they're the directors. They did John Wick. They've done all the Marvel movies pretty much recently. They do all the fight work in those and stuff like that, even though those movies are not well directed in terms of action, as far as I'm concerned. But they did Extraction, like 8711. They have produced some of the most impressive action choreographers and stuntmen in the industry right now. And so, like, to see the vampires do all of their, like, the amount of people that fall really awkwardly in that movie
Oh
is
my god, bro!
incredible.
What about the contortionist chick?
Dude, they're all contortionists.
I
feel
know
like,
that
yeah,
shit
but the
freaks me
old
out.
lady, the old lady in the beginning when she's like doing the like flips and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was in this movie, like totally hit a sweet spot for me, and I totally expected to be like 2.5 star, like going into this movie, and I was like kind of like fuck 4
Or
stars.
were you
Like
judging a movie by its cover?
I was
Uh-huh.
absolutely judging a movie by its cover, and I was judging a movie by its studio because Netflix hasn't done a lot of shit that I've liked lately, and I'm like,
Really?
okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll just watch this one because Scott Adkins is in it, and then I fucking loved
Yeah.
it. So I just wanted to throw a shout out to Day Shift and also side note, because I do a lot of weird research while I'm watching a movie or after I watch a movie. Jamie Foxx is 54 years old.
Yeah.
The man is in incredible shape. He looks so good for 54. Snoop
Yeah, but-
Dogg is 50. Snoop Dogg is 4 years younger than him, and Snoop Dogg looked way older. So,
Right.
like,
Dude, I
Kudos
thought
to you,
Snoop
Jimmy.
Dogg was like 65. No joke.
Oh, really?
I thought he was mad old.
Seriously. Because he's been like out there more than like
Forever.
for
Yeah.
a long time, you know, longer than Jamie Foxx. And
yeah, for sure.
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
Snoop
love
Dogg
that he
owns
was
that
a
movie.
ladies' man. I love that he was a ladies' man. Like every time he walked in, everyone was like, "Well, hello, Big John." I was like, really? Really? You know? And I know what rumors that's from. Anyway, if you kind of follow Snoop Dogg, and I do, everyone's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes." Snoop Dogg makes me laugh. I mean, him and Martha Stewart are friends. Why not? So,
Yeah.
Side note, on my rabbit hole that I was going down, Martha Stewart, 81 years old.
What?
no
That bitch is
way. Are you
81?
kidding? She's
No,
not
that's
dying.
what. Turns out she is a character from
Emma.
Sandman and will exist for eternity. So
81?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw last night.
That's
Let me,
fucking wild, dude.
I'll
That's
double check that right
insane.
now. But
Oh my
isn't
God.
it? I thought that was insane. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
No.
insane. Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. She can
No.
still do a really great apple pie. I'm just saying. And guess who's watching? This guy right here.
Oh
This
my
guy right here.
God.
So, just
And-
saying, she's fantastic.
And now she bakes them with weed because she does it with Snoop Dogg.
Oh well, supposedly.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Supposedly.
She's 80.
How old is
She can go back to jail. She's already been there once.
Don't you put her back there. She's a treasure. Don't you
I
do
do
that.
appreciate the fact that I'm pretty sure Martha Stewart has done more jail time than Snoop Dogg. So that's impressive, considering Snoop Dogg was on trial for killing a man.
What? I didn't know that.
I thought you follow Snoop Dogg. What kind of follower are
I'm like
you?
this. I don't follow him that closely, I guess.
I don't follow.
I guess not.
But I watch
I love
every
him.
commercial
I
he's
love
in. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I can't believe a retired rapper is like doing all these commercials and movies. I love him.
I know.
And
It's
friends
amazing.
with Martha Stewart.
And friends with Martha Stewart.
How old is this
So
bitch?
I have confirmed she's 81 years old as of August 3rd. So
Oh.
she just turned 81.
Fuck.
That means she was
Wow.
born in 1941 for the record. So
Wow.
I know. I like how we're like having fun here, and then we're like Martha Stewart's 81, and we all have like this moment of like condolences, like I just went through a midlife crisis mid podcast episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to.
Now.
You're like, what have I done in my life? I haven't even gone to prison for tax fraud.
Oh my god. I have to go to jail now.
Yeah. Obviously that means you just live forever, right?
Totally.
I'm so glad Wesley Snipes did tax evasion too, because now we'll have him forever. So
Yo, Shakira's going down that path too.
I know.
Dude, that is the most fly group is the tax evasion group, and that is like Martha Stewart, Shakira, and Wesley Snipes. I definitely want to see a TV show about that. It's gonna be it'll about them. It'll be like Orange is the New Black, except with those guys.
Oh my god. I would watch it.
I would
Every
totally
day,
watch
all
it.
day.
Give me that fucking reality TV show. I'm in.
Oh my god, yes. I'm not a reality person, but you put those people in the room, I'm like, give it to me right now.
If you're listening, Big Bad Daddy WB Discovery for your new HBO Max Discovery Plus.
What's the safe word? What's the safe word?
The safe word is K-Mart. What?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Martha
Stop
Stewart
it.
collection at K-Mart?
Not for nothing. K-Mart had the most banging French fries and grilled cheese, yo. I'm just saying that shit was fire. You guys, you can laugh all you want, but I'm just spitting facts right now.
K-Mart had French fries.
Yo,
grilled cheese.
K-Mart had
a
food court. What are you talking about?
Oh my god!
I do remember the Kmart food court. I used to get ices there, man. That was
yes, the cherry ices, of course.
Okay, I
you had to get a grilled
ices.
cheese with French fries.
What?
And ices.
I don't remember the French fries.
You guys are whack.
I don't remember it. Yeah, it's like I'll eat them. Just to say it, you know, it's like take my picture.
You're like on the scale of French fries, Kmart definitely tops Five Guys.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
That's outlandish.
Oh my goodness.
Steph, I'm going to give you the award for the episode because you have made two of the funniest claims: the Kmart French fries, grilled cheese, and you yelling at Richard at one point and saying, "You better not ever watch a fucking dub," which coming from an anime fan is actually really harsh. You grew up on dubs.
You're welcome, guys. I provide quality episodes. Thank you.
There you go.
The Kmart French fries and grilled
cheese.
They
are fucking legit, dude. Does Kmart even exist anymore?
That's
we
the
should
thing.
Go get them right now.
You can't fucking prove it wrong or right. Kmart doesn't exist anymore. That's like me being like, boy, guys, You guys don't even remember the popcorn in that Blockbuster cabinet. Best fucking popcorn I ever had. We better go get some right now. Doesn't exist. We cannot prove this.
Whatever.
Oh, Blockbuster.
We're just gonna have to take your word for it.
Do you guys know what Elio's pizza is?
No.
Oh my god, you guys! I don't understand how you guys grew up. You didn't have Elio's frozen pizza, dude.
Did you hear her New York accent start to come to the forefront really strong?
Bit,
She's like,
bit,
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
What you doing?
I don't know why, guys, but I've been craving Elio's fucking pizza, dude.
So I'm sure you could find it on the interwebs.
Dude, it's like fucking impossible. I look it up and it says Safeway and Walmart have it, but they don't fucking have shit. If you're listening out there and you love me and you appreciate me, send me fucking Elio's. That's all I gotta say.
I was gonna put a disclaimer that we are not sponsored by K-Mart, thinking it would be a joke, but now I actually have to do one. We are not sponsored by Elios,
or K-Mart.
But Elios, if you would like to be a sponsor,
I'm your person.
give me a call.
Right.
Give us a call. We would love to have you as a sponsor for having three of us, for us being based in the Denver area where you actually can't buy Elios. That would be the worst sponsorship money ever spent.
For sure.
You can't buy shit out here.
That's fair. That's fair.
They got some things, but not a lot. I got you on that one. They got a Whataburger. Oh no, I have to take that back. I was gonna say a Whataburger from Texas. They just opened a Whataburger here in Texas.
That's what I heard.
Colorado. Can you believe that? Colorado Springs Whataburger.
Yeah, in Colorado Springs, got a Whataburger. Yeah.
I've
never had Whataburger, so I will have to. We'll have to go.
Do it.
That just makes me think of what a man, what a man, what a man, what a man. I don't know why. It's just.
Hold on. Keep singing.
No, stop.
Ready?
What are you doing?
I don't know what he's doing. Oh my God, Matt.
Can you hear the music? Come on. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Guys, we need to end this episode. We just need to cut this right here.
One more thing. As a kid, they've had Whataburger like forever. I used to call it as a kid Watcher Burger. And like someone's like, it's not Whataburger, it's Whataburger. I'm like, no, it's Watcherburger because it's juicy.
That's
it's so juicy.
That's like a Matt thinking that the sheep would say his name. Matt. Matt.
You had to bring that up, did you?
Of course, because it's like the cutest thing.
They are singing to me. My name's Matt.
No, you laugh, Richard. It pissed me off as a kid. I was like, why are they always talking about my name? I just don't understand. But it pissed me off.
I love it. That's
all
fun.
Right. Let's wrap
goodness.
this up, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Steph, Richard. It was wonderful having this discussion again, even on the massive tangents that it decides to go on in the last 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you're tuning in over at Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, or Spotify, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you guys are interested in getting more stuff from us and hearing more about Whataburger. We're fantastic. We actually are going to start our own spin-off podcast called Whataburger Podcast, and we're just going to talk about water inside of Whataburger. Thank you to the kind people over at Ear Glue Media for all of our graphics and designs and videos that we play at the beginning. Thank you to Eric Fossum with Fossum Studios for all of our visuals and whatnot. Ear Glue Media has been such a big supporter of us. Thank you to all of our supporters and backers. You guys, we can't do it without you, and everybody that shares us.
Rock.
You guys rock and roll. And then, of course, thank you to everybody out there who works so hard to bring us so many nerdy things, day in and day out for us to talk about. You know, we love you. Even when we don't love you, we do love you for every chance you take to bring the nerdy things to life.
We love you.
So we do love you. So with this, we bid you a good night as we turn this nerd mind to idle. Have a
Hold
great
on.
night, everybody.
One thing. Thank you. We're at 232 people on our Facebook page, and it keeps rising, and I love it. And hit that like button on YouTube, all of it. We want to keep doing this stuff for you, and who knows, we might do Patreon one day. So
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
absolutely.
you.
Share it with your friends. We do love you. We love everybody out there. Have a good night. We will see you next time as we set our nerd mind to idle tonight and possibly start it up again later. Something. It's late, guys. Leave me be. I'm just going to put up the music now. Everybody, let's listen to some music. I'm just going to kick it really loud now. Yeah.